Now I'm sitting in between takes and suddenly one makeup man comes up with a brainwave saying, "Tu to saap hai?" And I'm saying, "हाँ है तो तेरा सांप किधर है?"
That's a double-edged sword.
It is a sword.
What do you mean?
My snake is
Oh,
a sword and it's double-edged, bro. Anyway,
which what do you have for breakfast?
so one guy said, "Hey, iska सांप किधर है?" So now 10 makeup men are saying, "Iska सांप निकालो, iska सांप निकालो."
Sounds such
So now-
a vulgar set of stories.
Well, now everyone, the whole unit is having lunch. I'm lying on a sofa and everyone's pinning their version of a snake on my stomach. Finally, one mishmash of a snake was arrived at, and that's how the snake happened. Part 2 became a tattoo. Part 1 was not a tattoo. It was an on-set improvisation. So
A snake buffet happened.
snake
for
buffet.
everybody. Yeah.
A snake. That's how Golmaal happened, and then and that became cult.
Finally, good pal of mine, one of the leading entertainers of our country for, actually, a little older than me if I remember correctly. So,
Rubbish.
20-25 साल, 30 साल होगा.
What?
I'm
Rubbish.
28 years in this damn business, boss. I counted that day.
Yeah, so same.
We did a play together in the 90s, Baba.
Yes, I
You
remember.
had already got into TV and all that.
No, I hadn't gone
You
on
had
TV
booked
then.
me?
I was working with a financial consultancy in Kalba Devi of all places. We used to,
Branch press.
we used to rehearse in JB Petit.
Correct.
And I'll tell you one trippy thing. So, Bugs Bhargav and I used to reach before everyone else at JB Petit.
Yeah.
And Bugs would be singing opera.
Yeah.
And I would join him in very tunelessly. And Pearl had given us the name Pav and Roti.
Oh, how sweet.
We were her
After
power
Power
roti.
Roti, for those who
Yeah.
don't know. How sweet.
But
Yeah.
no, so same time.
See,
I had not
I'll
started
tell you,
acting.
if I'm not wrong, 93 or 94. One of
That
these.
was 92
Two?
92 or 93.
92 or 93.
Yeah.
God, we're so old, yeah.
Man. I just quit my job at Everest Advertising, writing copy. Started working at a financial consultancy because I wanted to get back to the intercollegiate circuit.
This is, how old were you then? You were just in your early 20s, no?
Early 20s, in 21.
But he looks the same. For those who, I mean, you guys have seen him on screen and all that. He look the same.
I've got
Touch
one
wood.
tooth less. I forgot my tooth.
But genetically not bad, na boss? After 30 years?
That not bad.
92, 32
You
years.
also.
But I have colored hair and,
okay.
I put Botox. I follow those Bollywood wives. What they do, I do.
Lovely.
Not what they do, but what they do for their skincare.
I'm thinking of a transplant.
Where? I'm trying to get something else done. It needs more life.
Yeah.
What do you suggest? Do you get
Bengal.
What Bengal? Is Bengal is cheaper?
No, I mean...
I don't want the wrong organ to start working. I'm a little worried about that. Can I tell you one fabulous compliment? We had done an event, not to ask me detail, I can't remember everything. But then you were very established TV anchor, actor, theatre, everything. Maybe not Golmaal and all, but you're definitely television proper. And in this event was Mr. Kapil Dev, one of the greatest Indian cricketers the world has ever seen. And Mr. Kapil Dev and I was standing backstage waiting for whatever, something that to be done. And you are doing some skit or something on stage. And he's telling me to keep quiet. He actually told me to keep quiet. I was trying to talk to him because I'm a fan. Kapil Dev ye, Kapil Dev wo, Kapil Dev ye bata, wo bata. And I'm doing all my thing. He was fine with it. And then what he said, shh. So why? He is my favorite comedian.
What are you saying?
Vrajesh Hirjee. I swear.
So no wonder on a 31st, on a New Year's Eve in Noida many years ago, I had spilled an entire glass of cola on his jacket. And he had said it's all right. I was mortified. I swear. I was
My story is true.
mortified.
I swear. My
so
story is
mine,
true.
yeah. So no wonder he didn't say
He
anything.
loved you and he just went on, he's praising you and then I felt so bad कि मेरा पूरा, I was, forget who I am, that he had no idea. But more importantly, I was trying to talk to him about his
You
greatness.
should have gotten him to say, Hirjee da jawab.
No, but you went off stage now and then we had to go on, so we never met also. It was all timing. That's the sad part. But I swear he said that.
Oh, man.
Kapil Dev's favorite comedian. That's something. At least for our generation, it's something. I don't care about these new people.
I'm going to show my son his photograph.
How old is your
Then
son?
Tell him he's 5.5. Then tell him who Kapil Dev is.
He has to know.
Then tell him that Kapil Dev
Promise me
said
the
somebody.
Hirjee family will know who Kapil Dev is. I don't want to live in India where we have to explain who Kapil Dev is. I can't. That's it. I quit. I'm on the border. Bangladesh or Pakistan. Bangladesh.
He plays golf, na? Kapil
Yeah,
Dev?
he's very good. Super talent.
That's his game, na?
That's his game. He's damn good. You play golf?
No, you're mad over it.
You can carry the bag? Caddy?
I can't carry the bag. I can carry the club.
वो उसका क्या है?
But I can't swing.
Why?
Age.
Not it. Too much swinging. now he's carrying the club, but he can't swing. Okay. But let's start at the beginning. So we were talking about our relationship, small family business. I think was the play.
Small family business, yes.
Yeah. But that's a long time ago. Where did it all start? Where did the television boom happen for you?
So, look, I was born in Kalba Devi, okay? Okay, Wikipedia says I was born in London. That is not...
What the
it
hell?
is-
They're discussing this.
Someone has gone to Wikipedia and monkeyed around. They say I'm a Bihari,
Yeah.
born in London
Yeah.
in some June,
Yeah.
who has done Gujarati theatre
My God.
and has mansions across Europe. I also want those
Wow,
mansions.
kya
Where
baat
are
hai.
they?
And the ED will be after you, boss, for
No,
no
no, that
reason.
is who-
And besides, which Indian born in London came back? I mean, no, I don't mean it that way.
So...
How did they pick up this story? yaar?
Kalba
Kalba Devi to London. This is Nikhil Advani. This is your new movie.
Yeah. So I was born in Kalba Devi, and nobody in my family knew what the National School of Drama or the Film and Television. There's only one person from that whole area who's studied acting. That is Kenneth Desai from Paiduni.
Wow.
That's the only
Where is
person
he
I know
today?
of. He's doing.
He's
his
still
work.
working,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
He's-
He's an intense actor, bro. Anyway,
Ore Baba.
yeah, Kenny Desai. I love him. Man.
That is a leg
No,
lance.
I love him. So. Finished HR, FHR, everything, law school. When I was studying law, I was working at Express. I was selling space. I got that job because I used to write once in a while some random article under some pseudonym, whatever.
This is all Nariman Point for those who are outside South Mumbai. He was a South Mumbai sensation, he's saying.
I lived in a place that was in South Mumbai and yet not.
Yeah.
When I used to say Princess Street, people used to say, is that near
Technically, it's
Corporate?
not. It's via Princess Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Sala, tu bhi yaar. This is like Vadala being the new Prabha Devi, you know.
Yeah. So wanted to act, had no clue of what to do, was studying law, which was an alternate profession. But then needed job, joined Express, then joined an ad agency because it was closer to
Everest.
Everest. I wrote copy, year and a half.
This is also in town, in nearby.
Yeah, that's in Kitab Mahal.
Yeah,
Giti. Closer to what I wanted to do. Also, one of my theatre mentors used to Iqbal Khwaja.
Oh.
Yeah. So 3 theatre mentors, 4 in a sense. Iqbal, Satyadev Dubey, Feroz Khan and Palpadamsi.
Wow. All top of the line, blue blood theatre people. Huh?
But Dolly Thakur got me my first role. She wrote a
Also-
letter to Feroz Khan
How sweet.
at Malhar. And she was the one who actually told me. I
This
think
is
you should do
Feroz
this.
Khan, not Kurbani Feroz Khan. This is Feroz. He goes by Feroz Abbas,
Abbas
Khan.
Khan,
Yeah, yeah.
Tumhari Amrita.
Yeah.
But so I joined that financial consultancy because it would give me the. You remember we used to do like semi-professional theatre, rehearse in the evening.
Yeah,
have a
evening 6
day
o'clock ke
job.
baad.
Yeah, day job kind
Everyone
of thing.
was working.
Everyone.
Unless you're in college.
Yeah, well, so which is why I joined that. No, then I went to advertising actually. After that, and there's a director called Jaideep Verma. Okay, he does documentaries. So one day we were sitting in Excelsior Cafe in the afternoon having lunch, and he says, "Why are you looking so low?"
Chicken roll is very good, yeah.
Yeah, the burger at that point of time is
The mayonnaise, basically. The very good
mayo.
mayonnaise, yeah. Cafe Excelsior, check it out. Huh? Sorry.
So I said, bro, I want to act. I don't know what to do. He's a big guy, man. He's like you. He's a Hulk. He lifted me, put me outside Excelsior and said, give yourself 6 months and don't fucking come back. And I said, but
Why is it need to
job,
lift people?
He did that because I wasn't leaving. He said, get into a fucking train, go to Andheri and just fucking stay at home. Figure a way out. 6 months I'm sitting at home.
Bro, be careful what you're telling people. Everyone who wants to be an actor will follow this. They'll come to Excelsior, go outside, then go home and stay there. Nothing will happen. Everybody doesn't have your karma.
I knew 2 friends who were actors, okay? Like professional actors. I kept calling both of them. So one is a guy called Amit Behel, who was heading Sinta.
Yeah.
Another is a guy called Bakul Thakkar. Also, what had happened by this time was Ravi Baswani, who was in Janavi Do Yaro, he'd won the national award along with
very famous
Nasiruddin Shah.
TV guy. Huh?
He had seen me in a play on Prithvi. Through someone, he had called me to his place, which was the first time I drank Old Monk in my life.
You shouldn't drink.
Because
And especially with old monks. Huh.
Because he made me call my boss at Everest Advertising and tell him what I thought of his job and his company.
Daru pine ke baad.
Yeah. So the next morning I woke up with this
What
dog.
did you say?
I can't
Galis?
repeat it here.
That bad?
So, well, a bit.
Kapadia, no? Who was the boss of?
No. Ajit Shah. So there
You
was
abused the guy, you don't remember his name.
there was a Parsi
Kapadia.
who has a home in Mathiran.
Yeah.
Does a lot of work for
They're
Mathiran.
2 partners, you're right.
Yeah.
Gujarati Parsi partners, yeah.
So anyway, so that job was gone. Sitting at home.
But what did you say? Like you really abused?
तेरा नौकरी को मैं लात मारता है सही जगह में and all.
Wow.
So, etc.
Though you were drunk, no?
I was.
Fully drunk.
In my defense.
My God.
Wake up with this dog licking my face the next morning, go home, don't know what to do.
Your short's a dog.
Huh? Yeah, it was. Shishupal, his name was, the dog's name.
Sweet. Shishupal! Come here, Baba.
Yeah. Next day...
That you remember. Shishupal is the one who licked him once.
Oh,
Fucking guy, he worked 1 year in this agency. That's your naam nahi malum hai. Unbelievable.
So,
because the employer did not lick him. Yeah.
in the interim, I went off to the States for the first time with a play called Leva Mumbai Ma Chal
A
Jaiye,
huge play, yeah.
which was a Gujarati version of West Side Story. Got some space to think, etc., etc. Came back, Adi Pocha.
Yeah.
You would know Adi
of
Pocha.
course.
Who was running a show called Shanti.
Shanti.
Shanti at that point
yeah.
was shooting in Famous. And we had the round dial phones at that point. On the first floor, there used to be a box there.
Yeah.
He was screaming into the phone, I need a short, thin, funny guy. How difficult is that?
Yeah.
Amit Bahl was crossing him from the back. He stopped and he turned around and said, Adi, call this number. Just disconnect and call this number. And the next day, I was in Mahim in a place called Script Shop.
That's also his.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Zoya and Farhan were auditioning me for a show called Sorry Mary Lorry.
Sorry, Mary?
Lorry.
Lorry.
Not for Parsis though. But
Lorry kya hai?
like truck man.
Lorry.
So that's how television happened. And then Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai happened. Because Ritik and his mom saw me on stage. They asked Rakesh.
On stage in a play?
In a play called All the Best. Spoke about me to Rakesh Roshan. Johnny Lever is already cast for my role.
You replaced Johnny?
So Johnny Bhai did another role.
Oh.
There was a slight age issue. Johnny Bhai looks older than Rakesh. So, a slight age issue.
But we love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we
Show
love,
respect.
of course.
Everybody loves Johnny.
Of course. And that's how Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai happened.
Wow.
So most random thing got me onto television.
It's a fascinating story. But going there, look at the things you've done. You were in a financial sector, you were in an advertising sector,
law.
you were a full-time theatre artist in across three languages, and law. And the background as your fallback plan, I think.
Fallback, that was back of mind.
I was at that same fallback plan, but I didn't complete.
Even you, yeah.
I'm 1 year LLB. You completed LLB, no?
2 years.
So 1 year baki or 2 years baki?
I didn't take the exam third year.
What the hell?
1 year.
For 1 year, you go back, yeah?
You know, but a lot of my friends have been
Just
saying
do it.
that.
You don't need it anymore, but I think
but just do it. Yeah.
Can't you do it online?
I don't know. I'll check. Actually, you have a point there.
Look, depending on who wins the
exam
Maharashtra.
lene jayega.
Listen, Rajesh, depending on who wins the Maharashtra elections, we'll fix it for you. But I can only tell you after 20th.
Thanks, man. Okay.
Sort it out after that. So let's start at the beginning, actually, the name Rajesh, which is great fun when you're telling people about you initially, but everybody thinks it's Rajesh, but it's not. It's Vrajesh. Can you explain the difference?
So mutual fund people call me V Rajesh. They've all written my name as V. Rajesh.
Yeah.
They're all from the south of the country. What would we Velankanni Rajesh would look like a Velankanni to you.
Yeah.
My aunt, yaar. So all Gujjus think I'm
Not Gujjus. A lot of Hindus have the aunt naming the child.
Yeah, but no. All Gujjus think I'm Brijesh. They
That's
think
true.
I'm related to Brijesh Patel, the cricketer.
Yeah. Wow. Who's from Karnataka technically?
So now it's Vrajesh Hirjee. When I go to Punjab, they call me Virji. Or they say, oh, Hire. What is Hire?
But it's your name, bro.
No, I'm a diamond in the... No, I'm telling you, there aren't 3 people in the world who've taken my name correct. Sometimes even my mom screws up. Yeah.
She named... well, they aren't named. Huh?
They aren't named me. My mom sometimes just
What
says...
are the options?
A. My sister's been known to call me Vajia.
What's your sister's name?
Pushti. So she's so brilliant actor she is. But her original name was Priya, the given name by my aunt.
Yeah.
My granddad called her Pushti. Then she called herself Pushti Shakti. Now she's the artist formerly known as Prince. So
My God. Oof.
it's complicated.
It really
The
is.
history of naming in our family is complicated. My son is called Aritra. Okay. My wife is Bengali.
tongue twister.
Yeah. My wife is
This is more Bengali. So it's Oritra.
So I told my wife, when your side of the family calls out to him, it'll be, like chiffon and pearls, Oritro, Cabonacho. And when my side of the family calls him, it'll be like a woman in Parla stopping an auto outside her home. Aritro, Eriksa. So,
Who decided on the name?
so huge. Okay, so what happened was he was born. my wife and I were completely sure it'll be a girl. So this guy comes out, that nurse is holding him like that monkey
Itna bada to nahi hai.
lion child or whatever. And I said, Ladka, ye to googly hua. So his pet name is Googly.
The name?
His pet name is Googly.
Okay.
So the pediatrician's assistant says that कोई अपने बच्चे को Googly बुलाता है. I said left armed होता तो Chinaman बुलाता उसको. तेरे को क्या problem?
That's now the woke culture that we live in. Be careful.
Yeah, okay. So then name everyone. So Rashi, V, B, U, K, L, all that nonsense. His aunt, my sister saying, let's name him Kaal. K-A-A-L. I said, if he
Universal sounding name and simple.
Imagine how badly, despite our woke culture, his friends in school would have taken off on him. In Bihar, he would have been called Superman's father. So, but anyway, so eventually I said, I'm going to shut my eyes, put my finger on the screen, whatever name happens.
What are you saying?
That's how Aritra came
lottery.
about. That's how it happened. And it means traveler, wanderer, rambler, etc. But my wife and I, who both dive, found out later, the rope they use, Mark 1, Mark 2, when they throw it down from the ship, the anchor, the rope that holds the anchor, which sometimes in chop we hold and descend, is called Aritra in Sanskrit.
Really?
Yeah,
you need to set off the rope that you throw out of the ship to hold it, anchor it.
We didn't know that.
So in a way, it's an anchor rope.
Yeah.
Or they throw anchor rope. I can see it progressing from the original Latin to where it is. What's the pet name?
Original Latin, not Latin.
Okay. What's the poor chap? We'll watch this.
Okay.
He also grew up one day.
Yeah.
So what's his pet name?
Googly.
That's really kept that?
Googly, yeah.
You're also cricket crazy, no? So
I am.
How's the wife about all this?
She's Bengali. Every Bengali.
As long as she doesn't call it the wrong one, because then you know, daddy kaun hai. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to your career. Lots to talk about. I think your personal life is sounding great. Very interesting. I haven't caught up with you for so many years. As you can notice, I don't know if the frame is wide enough. He's doing a Vijay Kar. The legs are banging against each other.
Vijay Kar and I were just in a movie together.
I know. I saw it.
Yeah.
You had a proper role, though. You were the coach, the overzealous coach. I like the movie, by the way.
It's
I like
movie,
all of you guys.
Thank
Are very
you.
good. I thought Vijay Kar was underused.
He was.
And he had no idea what he was doing. I think they would poke him and say, Abhi, camera.
Wake up, man.
Yeah. And Anupam told us that he coached Vijay Kar, who was very nervous. And I looked at it, it was one line. I said, what is he nervous about? Literally shouting, come on, buck up. Or something. How hard can it be? Unbelievable.
Okay.
Let's get back. So then all the TV shows started happening.
Yeah.
The film started when? A little later in your career.
So no. Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai actually came after Sorry Meri Lorry. A couple of years after Sorry
yeah.
Meri Lorry, almost immediately.
Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai is how old now? It's
Correct, 2000 I think.
2000, yeah.
But I was supposed to be my debut. So Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai wasn't my debut. My debut was a movie called Such a Long Journey, the Rohinton mystery novel.
Yes.
But
what were you playing in that?
So I played Roshan Seth's son.
Nice.
The boy who goes to IIT but wants to be a poet. And Rohinton mystery, so the director had told me, don't rehearse for this. Don't think about this. I said, why? He said, because Rohinton is going to come. He's modeled it on himself.
Yeah.
And when he's sitting and talking to me, Rohinton mystery, and I'm saying, I'm seeing myself. He's describing the same bus route I used to take from my home to go to school. The same Parsi Agyari on Princess Street. Yeah, it was shocking, man.
Wow.
So that was my first
You didn't know
film.
this previously?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
And he's such a soft-spoken, intense, sort of scary man. Yeah. But before that, my debut was supposed to be Dil To Pagal Hai.
Nice.
And Shanu Sharma's brother Sameer had cast me in Dil To Pagal Hai. I was in England doing shows of all the best. I was called back for a costume session. Then I was sent back. I mean, they weren't paying me that much money. The production was paying, or whatever, they must have discussed it with Firoz, whatever. But I did that. I went back, and when I come back, Sameer says, sorry, they've cast someone else in that role. They cast Muzaffar Ali's youngest son, Murad. So, that's okay, man. Murad's a sweet guy.
Injustice, I say.
Yeah. But Sameer felt bad about that. He was sitting at St. Andrews with Hrithik and a couple of other friends, and Hrithik was saying, there's this short guy, he's damn funny. For a week.
So Kapil Dev and Hrithik, you're the big stars who really like you.
Yes. So we've been looking for him for a while, and now Dad is saying that, if we don't find him in another week, that's it. All the Best at that point had a Gujarati version, a Marathi version, an English version, everything. So they'd spoken to Sanjay Narvekar, who was Ded Futti and Vastav, for the same role. They'd spoken to Sharman Joshi. Both of them had said no, they won't do it. Sameer said, I know the guy you're talking about. This is his number. And that's how Kaho Naa Pyaar Hai happened. So Kaho Naa Pyaar Hai happened. And
So
then
Kaho Naa Pyaar Hai is your first proper masala film, big film. Not to put down Rohingya Mysteries movie, but
I did
it's
another
level
one,
of film.
I did another masala film before that with...
But tell the truth, na. I'm
Rajat,
sitting here, you're
no,
going to tell
I
me.
don't tell anyone I've done that film. I don't even remember the name. Rajat Ravel was... because I didn't get paid for it. Which is like a lot of films in my
These
life.
were the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was not
People
very
wouldn't pay.
structured.
And if you call the producer, yeah, chal. Anyway. So Rajat Ravel was directing that, and it had like Rakesh Bedi, Guddi Maruti, Dinesh Hingu, who I was sharing a large, massive room with, and his snoring was scary. Razak Khan, it had the world in it, and we had gone to Mauritius. And this was like a bunch of people who were taken by one of Govinda's nephews, not Krishna, the other one, on a tour.
How sad. We don't know his name.
Of Mauritius. And I realized I didn't have a single line. So I decided to play a drunk who every time the camera...
Why didn't you have a single line?
I don't know. In the script. I was just there.
Why were you there?
No, so I decided to play a drunk who every time I saw the camera coming to me, I would say, Hong Kong must jagah hai. That's all I said. And the film was all about Mauritius. Which is maybe why I didn't get paid. That film I've done... But I don't tell anyone I've done
Had
it.
it released?
Yes,
How did you not get paid?
because, and the name of the film, I won't tell you.
This is the worst podcast I think we've ever had, now. Percy, he can't remember his own We've done 4 first films now. We've gone around the world.
Yeah. So,
Bolo, yeah,
such a
Baba.
long journey, Kaho Naa Pyaar Hai.
Yeah, that we got.
That's it.
So this one released and still the payment income, what's the name?
I forgot, I'm telling you, I've forgotten the name.
Google it. All these famous
saw
comedians
the-
are in it.
I saw the poster at Getty also. I've forgotten the name. I'm telling you, I
How
swear.
can they not pay you? Who's the producer?
So listen, but some IMDb also says I've done some, I don't know how many films, but that's fake. I've done double the number of films IMDb says. Half of them even I don't remember. The producer was this builder type from Bandra who used to do a lot of Govinda films. I don't think he's in India anymore.
Wow. So who did you sign the contract with?
His name started with M, I remember.
Boss, this is like talking to someone with Alzheimer's. What's going on? I can't.
I'm old enough.
But
Alzheimer's sounds like something from Saudi Arabia. Alzheimer's.
Watch it, Baba. We're on the line here. This goes across
There's a
the
shop
world.
called Al Baik down here.
Okay. I'll listen to me. Who did the contract? There's some paperwork. You're a lawyer. You're almost a full-fledged lawyer. From the financial sector.
I was so happy someone was giving me work. I just
didn't
went.
sign.
Then taking me to Mauritius and all these Tiku Talsane. I mean, the amount of gyan Tiku uncle has given me after having 2 drinks every evening. See, son. Just be sitting.
Tell me one, Gyan.
Don't drink and he'd take a sip. Yeah. So
You got a good upbringing, all said and done.
I love Tiku Talsane.
I wish huge household name, but I'm just trying to think about who was the guy. If we can just catch this guy because the film released and you should get the money, even if it's just Hong Kong must there. It doesn't matter. That's not your
For
problem.
the whole film, I was getting paid like 2,000 rupees or something. He hasn't given me 1,500 from that.
So he paid you 500. He underpaid you.
I think so.
What kind of kachi are you? Where you should be able to stand on your feet here. What's going on? I would have gone on strike, not eaten for 6 months.
That's okay. Man. It's okay. It's
Okay.
water under
It
the
worked
fridge.
out. It worked out.
It worked out, yeah.
Okay, next. What happens next in
So,
the
Kaho Naa
bibliography?
Pyaar Hai happened. Kaho Naa Pyaar
Golmaal
Hai
is much later.
comes much later.
Yeah.
Mujhe Kuch Kehna Hai comes. Then Rehna Hai Tere Dil mein happens. So that sort of in which your wife was the official set photographer. Aisha was. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
She's done a few of these set photography things.
Yeah.
And good to have people like Vrajesh around because there are those who are nice and there are some actors who are horrible. Horrible in the sense that they just get irritated with the...
Yeah, possibly.
Because you guys, the whole system is, let's explain to them. They make them take the photo after you finish the shot.
No, also there's so much pressure that now set photographers, they are clicking pictures in the run of the scene.
Are you serious?
So if the camera is
They come
here,
in your eye view?
yeah, and you're in your eye line, it's impossible to perform. How can you? Yeah?
They should get only midget photographers. I think that is one way to beat the...
It's like this. It's like a side screen. के उधर से हटा भाई
I
अभी.
agree. It is very irritating.
Yeah. So Rehna Tere Dil mein happened, and I thought that would give me some.
So
sort
now
of,
the Bhav factor must have gone up by now. No? 2-3 films have released. You're known as this funny guy.
bro,
Sorry.
forget Bhav factor after RHTDM. So what happened was RHTDM didn't become the cult it is today.
Oh, it didn't?
No. It released with Ashoka. Also, it was a hurried
Ashoka
release.
didn't do well.
But still, Ashoka was a Shah Rukh Khan film. It released during Navratri. The music wasn't given the time. So when it released, it didn't become the cult hit that it is now. I thought that RH Stadium would give me some sort of, propel me into something. Nothing happened. And I'm sitting around and I'm saying, what happened? And I bought a home and all.
Did you get paid?
No.
Oh, so I'm leaving. This is a horrible story.
I didn't.
What do you mean you didn't get paid?
No, I didn't. I didn't get paid half my money on RH Stadium.
Bro, this is the podcast is only about how he has been. We have to take action here.
Kaho Naa, Pyaar Hai, I got paid. In fact, after the film release and it became a hit, I got more money than I was supposed to get.
Only work with these people.
So there are some people who
Russians.
are honest and decent.
They're balanced.
But anyway, so after RHTDM, there was nothing
But
happening.
RHTDM started becoming a sleeper hit is what you're saying.
It slowly started becoming a sleeper hit. But in the following months, there was nothing. I'm sitting around drinking coffees. Then I get a call. So Rohit Shetty, I was supposed to act in Rohit Shetty's first film called Zameen with Abhishek Bachchan and all these guys. And I had gotten
Which didn't do well.
I had gotten a signing amount for it. Rohit
So
himself-
finally you got paid for not doing.
Wait now.
Karma.
But I gave that money back.
Why? I hate you. Well, this is a very bad story for people watching strugglers who want to be the next Vrajesh Hirjee. They're like, boss, ये इसका पता नहीं क्या करता है ये लोग.
Good to be honest.
Yeah.
Rohit Shetty himself called me and said, listen, you know what, I thought that there would be something for you to do, but now that the final script is in, I don't want to waste you. So I suggest you don't do this role. And I said, man, this is the first director who's telling me this, so I went and I gave money back. Now sitting around doing nothing, there used to be a DVD library in Juhu called Reed Shore, okay? So me and this other writer friend of mine called Tapana one day in Reed Shore, and we are on this mission of looking for the most random film we can find. Like the most intellectual film, like even the director didn't understand. So we're doing time pass, we're spending, and suddenly, and I know this is really big man walking around behind me, etc. And Tapan says, Arey yaar, he's your friend, the director Rohit Shetty. I said, where? And I said, Arey Rohit, apna ek udhar hai. He said, Arey haan yaar Hirjee, ek to udhar hai. This happens, I go home, next day I get a call saying, Acha, there's one, Rohit wants to speak to you. So, I mean, he's on the phone, he said, Hirjee, we don't have time to meet, I'm going to Goa. And there's one film called Golmaal. And I said, okay, so when? So he said, you have to come in so many days. And I said, okay, so what's my role? He said, you have to play a snake.
You've done too much to be bothered. Go on.
Saying, what? Said, you have to play a snake. You just come, we'll talk about everything later. I'm saying, boss, work is coming, whatever's coming, just we'll go and we'll figure out now. So, ticket comes, money comes, packing bags are packed, ready to leave. One night before I'm supposed to leave, I get a call from the production saying, don't leave. Things are going slow here. Immediately, heart sank into one pit.
ये नहीं हो पाएगा.
And I'm saying, bum, and I'm saying, damn, this is gone. This is gone. So, 2-3 sleepless nights. Now what to do? Then one day I get a call after some 10-12 days saying, leave now. I said, I can't leave now. Okay, leave tomorrow morning, first flight. So I go. They had tried shooting with 2 other people, the same role. Didn't work. So then I got called.
Rohit Shetty.
No,
Don't
it wasn't his
make me
fault.
get up.
It wasn't his fault. It was his first film. He was pressurized into it by other people. That's okay.
Master Raju. Then?
So now I go there. And of course, I'm grateful that this has happened to me. I'm there. I'm sitting here. Now, he says, snake fighter. And I'm saying, how is it supposed to work? He says, I don't know, man. How is this supposed to work? So I'm going back. I'm walking around the hotel and I'm saying, wait, take me to Palalim Market. Take me to a DVD store. So I get DVDs of Nigahe, Nagin, Nagina, Snake in the Monkey Shadow.
You became the PhD of the snake culture.
All of these.
Very good.
Every film Mithunda has done as a snake. Okay.
Unnecessary. Go on.
I am Gujarati. We have snakes every day.
Fair. Yeah. In the scriptures,
you know that Gujarati have snakes for breakfast. So anyway.
Why, Rajesh? You're talking to another low gutter comedian. Why are you doing this, yaar? Please. Okay. Snakes apart. Go on. Then.
So I chato maru this in the night. Next day morning, come, we'll do. Now first take happens. Arey kya मजा है. लेकिन तू क्या कर नहीं रहा, क्या कॉमेडी में बोला, इसमें कॉमेडी करने जाएगा तो नहीं होगा, इसको सीरियसली कर दे. मैं बिलीव करता है, मैं सबको मार रहा है, मैं कर. Now I'm sitting in between takes and suddenly one makeup man comes up with a brainwave saying, "तू तो सांप है." And I'm saying, हाँ है तो. तेरा सांप किधर है?
That's a double-edged sword.
It is a sword.
What do you mean?
My snake is.
Oh!
A sword. And it's double-edged, bro. Anyway.
Which what you have for breakfast?
So one guy said, hey, iska saap kidhar hai? So now 10 makeup men are saying, iska saap nikalo.
Sounds such
So
a vulgar set of stories.
Well, now everyone, the whole unit is having lunch. I'm lying on a sofa and everyone's pinning their version of a snake on my stomach. Finally, one mishmash of a snake was arrived at, and that's how the snake happened. Part 2 became a tattoo. Part 1 was not a tattoo. It was an on-set improvisation. So
a snake buffet happened
a snake
to
buffet.
everybody. Yeah.
A snake buffet. So that's how Golmaal happened, and then and that became cult.
Yeah, huge hit.
But so I'll tell you something. So even when we were shooting it, like the whole unit, including Rohit, was
Were
like,
laughing.
even me, no. In our heads, we're saying, are we doing the right thing?
Opposite.
Is this going to work? When the premiere show happened at the PVR in Andheri, before the show, so, the guests are being welcomed, this, that, and I'm saying, and Rohit is saying, interval point. So I run out of that, Audi is running out of there, and he literally picked me up, like, because for him, I'm a baby here.
Everybody keeps picking you up.
He's big, man. You've seen his arms, bro. Like 4 times yours.
What the hell?
So he can pick up like a Ferrari here. So
I think he should cast himself only. This guy's wasting our time.
and we're both screaming, it's worked, because people were laughing and clapping.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's how it happened. There was no barometer on that role.
I thought it would be very inspiring. It is inspiring. It's an inspiring story. But for people watching somewhere deep in India wanting to be the next Vrajesh, I'm thinking about this program is very difficult to understand. It's like a snake only. The whole thing is all over the place. We'll take a break and we'll come back more with Vrajesh. Get into his personal life as well. He's going to tell us everything. The sex stories of Vrajesh Hirjee coming soon.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus, Says and Ayushi dive into the Adani bribe, India vs Australia, Jaguar's rebrand, COP29 drama, Zomato's job twist, and a Shanghai robot heist. On Century of Stories India, Kunal unravels the inspiring tale of India's Asian Game triumph under Syed Abdul Rahim. Folks, if you like our show, spread the word. Tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media via IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on YouTube by their show names, so do look out for them and have fun watching. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: IDFC First Bank, Axis Mutual Fund, SBI Mutual Fund, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund.
Welcome back to the show, and we've unearthed some more pain and angst for a young troubled artist, a versatile artist who also wrote. And
one film.
Yeah, but one whole film. The thing is that the same people who did not pay him for RHTDM, for the slow people, just tell the story. You wrote the thing.
I wrote Welcome to Karachi, and I wasn't paid in full for writing that too.
Yeah. And they kept the script. The script is with them.
The film got released.
Everything happened, and you got not a rupee out of it.
No. It's not. I didn't get a rupee.
But for the sake of the story, we'll keep it that way.
No. I got part payment. Come on,
yeah.
Got to be honest, man.
How much? 20%.
I don't remember.
Oh. So you owe 80% for the writing?
No. I think 50%.
75% for the writing of the script. You owe us
25%. You want me to give you?
No, I love. This is
not
going
to come. Yeah. So
we did a play together. Let me tell you my first experience, because Pearl loved all these new guys coming from everywhere, and she would tell us this boy is coming. He's very enthusiastic. He wants to learn. He wants to this and that. And Vrajesh comes on the set, and he's there are different types of. He'll tell you in any film or theatre, they're all different type of personalities. So there's me, as you know, not a very hardworking type. And then Vrajesh comes. He learnt all his lines already. Vijaykar doesn't know till the third show. Okay, Locha just about struggling, and then suddenly Vrajesh Hirjee, perfect. All the lines were rolled, and we were all. So then we started asking him for our lines.
Yeah, that's true. But I remember one incident from 3 incidents. So Pearl, we were rehearsing at JB Petit, the school, and our director Pearl Padamsi, she used to stand on this table.
Yeah, short lady. Let's explain.
She used to sit on it or stand on it.
Yeah. And blow the whistle.
Yeah, and blow the whistle. Yeah. But at one point, I was doing my lines, and suddenly, one slipper or shoe or something came.
Yeah.
And I was saying, what? And suddenly, this small lady who has never raised her voice at me, there is this voice that comes out. You have a voice like a foghorn, but who will catch the light? My fucking Adaji. Adaji as in granddad.
Yeah.
And I, like an idiot, say, but Pearl, we are in a classroom. There's no lights here. And the second slipper came at me.
Yeah. You tell it.
So that was one.
But just to be fair, I'm also not good at catching the light in place. So they would put marks on the floor when we're rehearsing because it's not a theatre. And for people like Vrajesh and me, just keep going there. So now your anxiety is finding the fucking locations. You can't relax and do the thing. Yeah. Because you know if you go in the wrong place, that's the only thing that irritates them. So A, you got to remember the line. B, you got to get the entry right. And then you got to find the place.
First show, Sophia. So we are all, Pearl comes in, prayer. So everyone's standing in this circle, holding hands, praying. And dogs start howling outside. And Pearl says, shh, the critics have arrived.
Wow, memories.
And one more, we had a show in Pune.
So and where we got drunk?
Everybody.
Oh, that's a horrible story.
Cyrus, so I won't say the whole story because the entire one is really very bad.
All the wrong entries, I remember.
And everyone,
and it's a play about entries. If you ever, you tell the story.
I can't say it from the top. I can't say what happened since the afternoon. No, I can't.
Say, Baba.
I can't say that everyone except me was drinking since the moment they reached Pune at 11 o'clock in the morning. I can't say that.
You shouldn't say that.
And we shouldn't say it. But
I
anyway,
was young. We were young.
Post the show.
He was professional.
No, I wasn't. Post the show, we're all standing around having dinner on one terrace, very highfalutin, fancy dinner. So Bugs, Kunal, me, somewhere, Cyrus is prancing around somewhere, Pearl is hobnobbing somewhere, and Kunal or Bugs cracked a joke. I think Bugs cracked the joke, and
has to be
Kunal
Bugs.
went
Kunal
to
doesn't
give
crack
him a
jokes.
high-fi. Didn't realize, he was so drunk, didn't realize Bugs was holding a plate. The plate broke. It was an expensive plate. There was a moment of hushed silence. Pearl jumps onto the bar counter, takes a plate and says, Bombay se aaya mera dost, and breaks the plate and says, everyone, break plates! Rahul was so...
Do we have to pay for it? I can't remember.
I don't know. Maybe
keep in mind there's no budgets. Anything, this is theatre. There's nothing. So I don't know.
Oh man, that was something else. What a time.
What lovely memories these are. Really. Yeah, but my memory of Regis was that he was thorough professional, super like clued in, or maybe he thought because he's coming to a different environment for the first time and whatever, and he's a guy from outside meeting all these guys who know each other. But he made sure he knew all the lines, and after that we realized if you don't know any lines, just ask Regis, because he has that elephant memory where he knows the whole play. There's some people who are gifted like that, they just pick up words or whatever. So you can just check your lines. You don't have to go and pick up a damn script. Regis will tell you exactly what, and even positions and everything else. Wow.
Yeah, that is a good play though, man.
Why aren't you directing though? You're natural.
So I produced one television show.
That's different.
In Gujarati called Hirjee Ni Marji. Lost a reasonable amount of hair. Because I pay people, na?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, as a producer, I pay people. But no, I'm saying even otherwise, it's not, I can't. I'm happy acting. You go, you get paid to sit
That's
around.
True.
Yeah, so
very often you do absolutely nothing. Like one line, one scene, you move from one end to the other.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
I want to play the role of an invalid in a wheelchair who's throughout the film there but does nothing. So I'm relaxed. I'm like this, but that didn't pay you because it's a full screen time. It's like Hong Kong Mast Hai, something like that.
Speaking of not being an inspiration, and since we've spoken of Pearl so much and we've spoken of such a long journey, by the time we'd reached such a long journey, Pearl had fallen ill. They'd offered a role in such a long journey. So I remember because the first day I shot with her was either Film City or Navjeevan in Terre Dil. She said that I will do this film.
Navjeevan and Terre Dil, that's right. Yeah. There was a big location in those days. Huh?
I will do this film if you'll carry me from my house to the location, from the vehicle to my room, from the room to set, and from set back to room, etc. So they got this palki made for her. She would sit in the palki, 4 people would carry it to the lift, same palki, and the moment the director said action, she would get up, people would take the palki away, she'd be prancing around, absolutely fine.
This is like the hoax that happens in the airlines. Rajesh, it's a good point you brought up. I think this is social justice at its best. You people who pretend to be very old and invalid come onto the plane on wheelchairs and we have to wait and let them go first and all that. Moment they get on the plane, they bounce out. They open the top. They take the baggage area. They do everything. They're humming, they're whistling, they're on Insta, they're talking. I'm like, what happened? You're PT fucking Usha. And before that, you're looking sad, and everywhere you go, this is a hoax, man. Observe this next time at the airport. There's a big hoax happening. 99% of those people are most fit athletes of India.
I meant this as an inspiring story.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you, Baba. I'm totally with you. Yeah. I had memories of having sugarcane juice outside JB Pete because there was no budget, there was no food,
there was
no
nothing.
drink. So we'd go for it. The boys who smoked would go outside and then sugarcane juice. See, India was simple, but we were happy. We had the bloody sugarcane juice. That was all we were thinking about. There was nothing beyond that, right? So let's get back to your career. So after Golmaal, it took off.
Took off in the sense, got a lot of... I became like an aloo. I was in practically every second film.
Yeah.
In a sense
all the big comedians, if you look at it, they all have this period where they're over, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
From Johnny Lever or, Javed Jaffrey before, for a little while as well.
Yeah.
You, suddenly you're everywhere. You're so iconic because you're seen in about 30 films at the same time.
It's like, my friends asked me at some point, one idle weekend, they said, if it were now, if Golmaal had happened now, post Golmaal, what you did, would you do now? And I said, that's a point to, think about. For me, so I
Looking back is very easy.
Looking back, hindsight is
Would I
very
have been married, 23 years later? I mean, come on. Why are you smiling, Baba? You're happily married. Bengali girl. Twice married? Twice married. Correct.
But anyway, more on that later.
I met you in Ghetto once between the two marriages.
Yeah. Oh,
we
met in Ghetto.
You were a little depressed then.
Because I'd gotten divorced once and I was going to get married again. So
no amount of alcohol can cure you.
Man has a right to be depressed.
Fair, very fair.
Yeah. But no, so in hindsight, maybe doing that much of work, was it right? I came from a space where I needed the money at that point, took it, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Good. I've done some films where, so every year I do one film which I call Kitchen Chalao.
Fair.
Which you see stickers behind autos. So if I'm driving, my wife is sitting there, and I normally
got to pay the bills.
Yeah. So normally I do these in a full-grown beard. Okay. And a hat.
You don't want an award for this because you're trying to avoid.
Absolutely. Don't want the award. Just give me the money. So it's like
Can you name one of these?
No.
Unfair.
Yes. So my wife saw one photo and she said, "Is that Bibi? Is that?" And I said, "Oh God, injured dog."
Yeah.
I broke the signal and
Superb. Well, you're all about timing, Rajesh.
Yeah.
So you play to your strengths in that thing. Yeah.
No one knows. Even I don't know. I've done this.
Say the name, but
I don't know the names. I don't know the names.
So you don't go to the premieres of films you're not proud of.
There are no premieres of those.
What? What are you doing? What kind of films are these? Is it on Pornhub? Have I seen you? Did you play a pizza delivery boy? Did you have a blonde wig?
I can play a pizza delivery boy like a piano. But no, my piano playing career is over after this finger surgery.
What were you doing with your finger? Theatre.
I broke it under a granite slab.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
So I was supposed to swing. I was supposed to jump up and get something from
In a
a
shot?
loft. Yeah. From a loft. Misjudged the distance between the granite slab and myself. Swung it and it broke. So.
I mean, when Akshay Kumar falls out of a helicopter at 100 miles per hour and he gets injured, I get it. But it's a freaking granite slab. You should pick up something and how do you,
It's a story I tell people.
Okay, so what really happened?
In my house, under the basin granite slab, I was jumping up to the loft.
Was it the
and getting
Virar
my son's
fast?
bag? Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the Kabbadi thing as well. Because how many years have passed actually? You've been doing this for a long time.
11 season, 10 years.
From the beginning, from when they
from
came up
season one.
with Kabbadi.
You were supposed to be a part
I was
of that.
supposed to, and not only that, they called me up and said, they came to meet me in Tere and IBN and they saw Kunal. So the guy said, can he also do it? So I was like, see, he doesn't like sports. No, it doesn't matter. He just will scream and shout. I said, he actually doesn't like screaming and shouting. You don't know this guy. But then it didn't work. Oh, wow. Our whole thing changed. Rajdeep got fired. And so we had a very bad 15 months. We got stuck in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't bother about anything else than that. Or maybe they
Kabbadi
just
actually I had never expected, I had never seen myself in sports, in sport broadcast. Came to me and I said, whatever,
they
fine.
wanted a funny guy, so it made sense because they wanted to mass entertainment. You just be
Massy,
you
yeah.
didn't have to know the sport at that point.
But, and after that, there was no call for a while. So one day randomly I called the guys who had called me and I said, what? So they said, no, you will come and we'll get you to meet
Mervyn.
the people at Star. Mervyn.
Yeah.
We'll get you to meet the people at Star, etc. So I went and met a gentleman called Siddharth Sharma.
Of course.
So Siddharth Sharma was briefing me, and I have this habit, whenever I'm being briefed or whenever a role is being narrated, I
fall asleep.
I just stare.
Show me. That's mean, but There's a meme
because
there.
I'm listening. I just do that.
But it's looking like you're angry.
And I just keep going,
But if I'm saying that you're playing the role of an HIV/AIDS patient who's about to die and you're still angry. Oh, fair,
and then
fair.
I'm looking up and I'm thinking, well, it looks angry, but it's not. So at first, he was concerned about a GC guy coming in and making it, comic. And then when he was briefing me and I was looking at him, he said, but don't make it too intense.
What does that mean?
So that actually happened. So then they asked me to do an audition, which I asked for a day for. And the idea, I mean, the only realization I had was Kabaddi is the most Indian sport you can have.
Indian.
It is
All over the world where men jump on other men, it's okay. It's legal. Here it's a sport. Keep going.
But no, they say that, so Iran and India have this issue. Iran says Kabaddi comes from Iran.
Chess also.
Chess also. Yeah. But we say that the first Kabaddi formation...
But not dress. Carrying forward.
The first Kabaddi formation was the Chakravyuh in the Mahabharata.
Oh, is it?
That's what.
Wow, you're sounding like a right-wing party. Push it, man. Push the agenda.
But so
it's open to debate.
It fell into my lap, and so we've all played it in school. Our time, Sakli, Kho,
we
Kabaddi.
played versions of it actually.
Versions of it.
You should play touch.
But one season happened, and bro, what a sport, man.
Yeah.
What a sport, and and to comment on it or to talk about it, I love it.
But wouldn't it be better if it's like Priyanka Chopra, Anushka Sharma, Nora Fatehi, those kind of girls together fighting with the other girls? I mean, I could watch that for days.
I could talk over it for days. So
I'm sure you could. And you wouldn't need one day to audition. Trust me.
I could watch you watching them fight and talk
Baba,
about
you're so
it.
sweet. Touch me. So nice. Okay, so that's still ongoing right now.
So that happened, and then because that happened, then other sports happened. Cricket happened, which cricket, come on, all of us,
And you're born with it. Yeah.
So I'm having a blast with sport,
So you got sports, you have anything on TV at the moment? Oh, you did Big Boss. We are from the same faculty of Big Boss, attempt karke, bahar aake, never
Boss.
mention
I
it
did
again.
Big Boss.
It's like the beard thing.
Same. Yeah, never mentioned it again.
We were not in Big Boss.
No, I was not in Big
The
Boss.
guy looked like you.
For 9 weeks, I was not in Big Boss.
Yeah.
With Imam Siddiqui, I was not there.
Oh, that was that bad.
Imam Siddiqui.
Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Yeah, correct.
In fact, one of my first plays, Iqbal Khwaja was directing it and writing at Ulka. Imam was client servicing at Ulka. Iqbal called me to Ulka and said, sit here and look at this guy. I used to work at Express, so building next to each other.
Right.
Nirmal was Ulka and Air India building was Express Towers, not Air India building. So...
Yeah, but next to Aaron.
I studied Imam for that role, and in fact, I wore Imam's shoelaces for that role.
Where did you wear them?
I threaded them through.
Okay. All right. Listen, we need to get to the AMAs as well.
But then there's radio.
There's radio.
I host breakfast on Big FM. You've done enough of that.
I've done lots of radio.
I'm just following you.
But I just keep getting fired. I went to the ring. I worked with about 5 radio channels. I was thinking the other day.
No, so they have.
You're with Big FM.
Big FM
which used to be Anil Ambani. Now I don't know who.
No, now it's not. Now the new owners. But Big FM hasn't fired me yet because I keep asking
It's
for
a live show.
It's a live show morning.
Wow.
7 to 11.
Huh. That's what you did today and came running.
Yeah.
See, that's dedication.
But so
7 to 11, 4 hours, all live.
All live.
Wow.
But they see for 6 years I've been asking for a raise. They haven't given it to me yet.
Yeah.
And I say nothing, so they haven't fired me.
It's like a government job. But also it's called big. So you should take that into consideration.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So radio, features, television, theatre, you still doing plays?
So I'm doing a play called Chinese Coffee, which is a 2-hander.
Oh yeah, Danish told us about it.
Dan. Yeah, with Dan. Of course, Dan was on his show.
You already did a show in November or something.
We just,
Yeah, we missed that. So when's the next one?
Come. Oh, you'll trip on the play. What a script, man.
Danish came on the show.
You'll trip on it. Then I co-produced another one with Danish called Guards at the Taj, which has me and Joy Fernandez.
Is it a sad play?
It'll make you think about life, etc.
Oh,
it's
God.
funny also.
I go home, I see my wife, I think, okay, I'll come for that. When is that?
So I don't know when we're
What kind of bloody producer are you? You don't know anything.
I'll let you know.
Never got paid. Half the money is with the other guy. Half the films you won't tell us. I'm come over, wear a beard and walk around.
What kind of Gujarati are you?
Yeah. What kind of Gujarati manas?
People ask me, are you a good Jew? And I say, no, I'm a bad Jew.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
This
no,
is not the time.
We don't want to go there.
This is not the time for those kind of jokes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Not the time.
Wait.
And there's another play called One-on-One, which is Rage.
Oh, Rahul and gang.
Yeah.
So that's
Rajat Rahul Sharma.
That's ongoing at the moment.
That's ongoing.
You're running 3 plays with your career, with all these. Look at the way this guy works.
It's fun.
I do one podcast once in a while. It's unbelievable.
And he
He's
makes
doing radio.
18 times more money than someone like me would.
I don't even have pants. There's no question.
Liar.
I know what he's saying.
Pads.
Yeah. 3 ongoing
Pads.
plays and radio, ongoing radio, live, and features,
And
and
sport.
television, and events, and sport. And sport is also live almost, the format, right?
Yeah,
Jeez,
live
man,
it is.
That's a lot of work, bro. I think government should interfere. Maharashtra government, if you change or don't change, please make sure Vrajesh Hirjee is given rest. He's a national treasure, a state treasure, and I think he's overworked completely. And his legs are shaking too much for someone who's been married twice. Looks like they need to be employed more. Guy Fox, a big fan of yours, says, loved you and Goody, Maruti and Sorry Meri Lorry. Going back, can a show like that be made today? Why? What's the
I
controversy?
don't know. There's no problem with it.
Can be made today.
Yeah, of course. It's like
Or is it like dated? Is that the question? Because there's no controversy.
No, I don't think it's dated. It's like a review. It's a variety show.
Yeah. Which
It's a bit fun.
many versions have also happened after that.
After that, yes, they happen. They happen.
And you like that format also, no?
I love it.
Yeah,
Except, of course, I mean, I'm sure, we could be a lot more open. I remember there was, so a lot of that was, whatever happened at the,
Could be more vegetarian.
In the moment of it, there was a point when the camera was running, some joke was cracked, and Goody dropped to the ground and said, Jahapana, please, meri baat suno. And she grabbed hold of my shorts. I used to wear satin shorts. And Goody was pulling them, man. They were coming off the suspenders.
Down?
Yeah, on camera. And I remember saying,
Sorry, it is my lorry.
Jahapana, meri baat suno. And I said, Sununga pehle chaddi chhod. I don't know if we can do that today. And it was really funny because we were dying.
Golden moment you're saying, you think now they'll cancel you for saying things which are double meaning?
I don't know.
I don't know. So far, no one watches our podcast.
It
we are
wasn't
okay.
double meaning. It was really funny.
Yeah, but it's not really dirty also. It's
No,
just
not
it's
really.
more descriptive.
Except you calling it a golden
Yeah,
moment.
I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have said that. Kazalion says, after working in so many different areas, whether we just mentioned, I don't know anyone who's as versatile off the top of my head, whether it was acting, stand-up comedy or reality TV, he's done stand-up comedy as well.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what led to him? He's here, Kazalion. Why can't you just ask him directly? It's written through. Anyway, I have to read it the way it is. What led to him doing sports commentary on the PKL? What was the experience like? If he could do commentary on other sports, would he accept, which he has? And which sports would he like to commentate on in the future, which you've not done?
One, what led to him doing sports?
Yeah.
Money. No, but really, I mean,
It's also a challenge and something new.
challenge to figure out something new. Also, if you have half a brain, I mean, you would want to be a part of sports. I
Yeah.
mean, cricket,
Who'll say no to cricket?
remember Australia, we used to wake up in the morning
I still
to
will.
listen to
22nd Friday, I'll be up at 5. I'm up at 4:30 anyway.
What fun, man. And just listening to the sound. And you can actually imagine what the pitch would be like. Yeah? So to be able to create that magic.
Yeah.
So, and of course I'll do other sports. Why not? I'll do
Which are the
poker.
sports you would like to do which you've not done? Poker?
No. So I have
Did
done
you say
cricket.
poke her? What did you say? Whatever he said is wrong. It shouldn't be said.
So,
Poker.
No, I don't want to do poker. I'm saying I don't know poker. I don't know how to play poker. But I'm
Okay.
saying that I've done cricket, I've done kabaddi. Football I'd like to do.
Football.
I'd love to do football.
Really?
I'd
A
love-
football freak?
Oh, I love football. I used to play for school.
Hey, boss, don't start that.
I was the water boy, but
This don't start. This is like those Delhi boys telling me I'm under 19 captain and all that.
no, I
nonsense.
was the
Badly.
water boy, man.
Uh-huh.
For my school football team. But I tried every year. They never.
So football's on the agenda for you. What about beach volleyball females? Tough sport.
Yeah, I mean, love it. I wouldn't mind commentating on scuba diving.
I think that's what about marbles? We can because you've got desi sports
Since we're
important.
there, Nalgochia,
Nalgocha's good.
Lagori,
Yeah.
Satulya.
I would think that carom would be the ultimate. Because
Mind-blowing.
It can be fast and slow.
Superb.
Yeah. Carom is like a marriage. There are lots of holes. No, not in that way, but there are holes in the marriage. Hirjee, Kapi Naak se. We'll cut it off. Control yourself. Okay, last one. What are the memories of being on Big Boss? Cyrus didn't like his time there. Would you go again if invited as a contestant? We already sort of answered, but be honest.
Yeah, so no, I don't know
challenging, right?
I don't know about going back. It was very challenging, but I tell you what, I'm glad I went there. I wouldn't have missed it for the world because it was a mind-bending experience.
Yeah.
So I had basically decided in the first few days that I want to, for at least 20 minutes a day, step out of the show and just look at what's going on as a
That's
third
what I
part.
did.
It was insane,
Everybody
man.
else is like a circus of people living out-of-body experiences, you know. Yeah.
Brilliant. And I'd given different names to all the cameras.
Yeah.
I think subconsciously it was some Kader Khan film where I'd seen that.
I remember you staring at camera for a long time, you know, and standing in front of cameras. I have some memory of that, actually. Those are the days when I used to watch it a little bit. My life was a little worse than even now. Yeah. But I do remember, you know, someone you watch the guy more.
Yeah.
Huh? So Rajesh is in Navjot Singh Sidhu, and I think he left
there.
really early.
He left
and then
early.
you stayed quite some time, so we only watched you.
Yeah.
And then obviously, if you don't know the other person, you get bored.
I was there for 9 weeks. I didn't expect that, but it was an incredible experience.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you met your wife there.
No.
I'm just saying.
But listen, now that you mention it,
Yeah.
it does feel like that sometimes.
Listen, we need to call you back and do another 1 hour. There's lots more to talk about. Career. I can get to your personal life as much as I wanted to, but we're running out of time.
Okay, lovely.
So, will you come back again?
Of course,
Please,
whenever.
for part 2 with
Whenever,
Vrajesh.
for you, whenever. Yes,
They all say this, never turn up here. But we have it on record, so that's a good thing.
Thank you so much
Last
for
thing,
having
but
me.
as we go,
Yeah.
what's coming up next? Is there anything releasing now?
There's things in the pipeline. There's a series for Prime called Gulkanda, which should be dropping sometime soon. It's a
As in
Rajniki show.
the fort.
No, Gulkanda. That's not Golconda, yaar. Gulkanda, as in what you put in pan.
South Bombay.
What you put in pan, Gulkanda.
Stop doing that.
It's pan.
Okay. I watch Pan myself. I don't want to talk about it, that's all. I don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
So when is it coming out?
I don't know.
Okay. So we'll get you back for
Should
that.
be. Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
On Prime.
Yeah.
Watch out. He's everywhere. He's on TV. He's on radio. He's in the sports channels. He's in the general channels. He's in different theatres, stage, events. I mean, what about for features? Man, stop. Both okay.
Okay.
Give others a chance. Okay. Kunal and I sitting at home calling each other and doing Insta. You do Insta Live with me. I'll do Insta Live with you. Come on, help us, Baba. Don't do that.
I'm going to call him. I love Kunal. Thank you so much.
Rajesh, the one and only.
Wonderful, man. Yeah. Thank you.